What up, what up? Last week was just a little embarrassing, just a little bit. Going after me talking my talk, saying I'm dominating this crap, that I'm killing these predictions, that you gotta take my picks to Vegas. I didn't tell you that. For liability purposes, I did not tell you that. I went 2-11. 2-11. It's embarrassing. Okay, I get it. It's embarrassing. I honestly don't want to talk about it. Okay, I really don't. I don't. I just want to get past it. Okay, we would move on. We take it on the chin. It's not about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward.
How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
That being said, we're just getting right into it. And there are no buys this week. We're just going to hop right into Thursday Night Football. Tonight, the Bills, the Bucks, both took losses this week. Both teams I counted on winning. And I'm done. I mean, okay, all right. How did the Niners lose? Okay, I know they lost 2 weeks ago to the Browns, but the Vikings, they've looked awful. How did the Broncos beat the Packers? Come on, who picked that? All right, who picked that? The Bears beating Raiders? Did you pick that one either? No, I don't think you did. The Giants what? The Giants, Raiders, Broncos, Vikings, Bears all win in a week? You've got to be kidding me. All right, the Falcons win without giving Bijan Robinson the ball somehow. No, I'm done. I'm moving past it, okay? I told you. Bills, Bucks. I'm mad at both of them. But the Bills are a better team still. And I think both teams are going to bounce back, just like I'm going to bounce back. We're going to be fine. We're chilling, all right? We're chilling. I'm cool. And the Bills are going to get back to themselves. Josh Allen is going to get back to his form. The Bills are going to be fine. The Bucks, I think they're going to bounce back as well. Baker Mayfield's going to have a better game. But the Bills are still a better team, even when both teams are at their best. So, give me the Bills. Battle of New York, Jets versus Giants. Giants got the win last week. Tyrod Taylor, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. I think that's a better game than Daniel Jones has had all year. They won. They beat the Commanders. But come on, chill. They won 14-7. It's not like they did anything amazing. The Commanders just weren't good. You only scored 14 points on offense. That's nothing to write home about. It's just better than what Daniel Jones has done. Saquon had a good game. All right, I'm glad to see him back and healthy. Now the Jets, come on. That defense is elite. Their run stopping ability is gonna destroy the Giants offense, what little it was. Zach Wilson's got a bye week under him. You know, he's again taking starter reps. He's getting in the flow of things. He's improving each week for the most part, outside of that Kansas City game where he popped off and then, settled back in. But I think he's going to be all right. Zach Wilson, he's going to lead this team. The Giants are just not going to be able to score against the Jets defense is what it really boils down to. About New York, it's going green this year. Jags, Steelers, both teams that I didn't pick to win and did win. All right? Okay, I'm mad at them too. I'm mad at everybody. But again, we're moving forward. Both of these teams have looked great over the past couple weeks. The Steelers, last week because they had a bye the week before. But they beat the Ravens the week before that too. So the last 3 weeks, they've done well. Their defense is still leading the charge. Their offense found some life last game against the Rams. It really helps when TJ Watt gets the ball down at the 6-yard line and their kicker misses 3 kicks. But you know what? They're still looking a lot better. But it's not going to be good enough to beat this Jaguars team who has won the past 3 games, I want to say. Hey, that offense is starting to click. It's starting to get more consistent, which is all I asked of the Jags. And they're doing just that. So I'm going to give the Jaguars this one over the Steelers in Pittsburgh. And then we're going to move on to the Eagles Commanders staying in Pennsylvania. Well, the Commanders are in Washington, and the Eagles are going on the road. But the Eagles are just a lot better. They got back from their loss. Jalen Hurts put together another complete game, finally. Thank you, Jalen. That line is still dominant on both sides of the ball. Brotherly shove is undefeated. Okay, ain't nothing you can do about it. And ain't nothing the Commanders are going to be able to do about it. And there's no way that Sam Howell, if they can't score on the Giants defense, they ain't scoring on the Eagles defense. So, give me the Eagles. Let's move on. Vikings, Packers. 2 teams that have not looked good. Have both underperformed. Been very, very disappointing NFC North teams. The Packers make sense, right? They lost their core quarterback, their star for many, many years, their Hall of Famer, Aaron Rodgers, and now have Jordan Love. The Vikings, they've lost some pieces, Dalvin Cook, a couple pieces on defense. But they bounced back, had a good game against the Niners, proved that they're still here, though the Niners didn't look great themselves. Let's be honest here. This case, the Packers look really, really bad against the Broncos. And Jordan Love's interceptions this season are just stacking up way too high for me to be comfortable picking Jordan Love and the Packers. Give me the Vikings. They're going to win 2 in a row. Count on it. Count on it. Don't take it to Vegas again. I'm not liable. Falcons, Titans. This one, I still don't even know. I don't even know. I didn't circle one. I'm leaning Falcons, though, because they just won without giving the ball to Bijan. Hopefully, Bijan's going to be a little healthier this week and, ready to play. And I think the Titans, they're just kind of a mess. I think they've lost all identity. They're coming off the bye, which helps, but I don't know how healthy Ryan Tannehill is, and that's a huge issue if your quarterback can't play. DeAndre Hopkins has been in the trade talks now, so that's never a good sign. I think the Titans are just starting to blow it up here soon, really move on from some pieces, but I think it's just too much of a mess. I think they're going to fall apart at home, and the Falcons are going to get this win. Patriots, Dolphins. Patriots are going on the road, and man, they looked good last week against the Bills. They finally got it together. That offense finally did something. Put up some points. Mac Jones had himself an actual good game, believe it or not. They got a dub. But it's the Dolphins. The Dolphins lost last week, but they lost to a very good Philadelphia Eagles team. And I'm not too worried about it. Their offense has still been doing elite level things, right? Don't forget they put up 70 points in a game this year, okay? Dolphins are going to take this one. Patriots, they might look better than they have, but it's still not going to be good enough to beat the Dolphins this week. Saints, Colts. Man, I want to pick the Colts. I want to get on Gardner Minshew's side. He's the best backup quarterback in the league. Don't at me. But the Saints have been playing some solid defense. Just gave it away there at the end against the Jaguars. Alvin Kamara has been great since he's returned from his suspension. And I think the Saints are going to keep going. I think they're going to, make this a win. I don't know. I think what it really boils down to is Jonathan Taylor is not going to be, and or Zach Moss, whoever you want, is not going to be able to get the same level of protection we expect from a Colts running game with the Saints front. Their front has just been great. Their defense has been solid all the way around. I just don't think that we're going to be able to run the football. It's going to put too much pressure on Gardner Minshew. The Saints offense is going to win that one. Then we've got the battle of the number 1 versus the number 2 picks. Both quarterbacks, CJ Stroud, Bryce Young, you already know. The number 2 pick guy has got the better team and has been the better quarterback so far. So CJ Stroud and the Texans, they're going to win this one. Man, I'd love to see the Panthers pick up a win. So maybe the Cardinals can, get that number 1 pick. But this is not this week. Not this week. So Texans, take it to Vegas. Browns, Seahawks, both 2 teams that have been looking pretty good as of late. Again, picking up some dubs. Of course, that big win over the 49ers. The Seahawks are still a good team, though. But we haven't really seen the Seahawks be successful against an elite level defense. And the Browns have an elite level defense this year. It has been insane. Myles Garrett, DPOY, I think. That defense has just been great. And I think PJ Walker has been doing his thing, too. I mean, they benched Deshaun Watson after 5 pass attempts. 5. And maybe he wasn't fully healthy. Maybe he was still having concussion-like symptoms. But PJ Walker has kind of been good. He won. He's 2-0 as a starter. Keep it in PJ's hands. So I like it. I like it a lot. The Seahawks, I just don't see Geno Smith having a great game against that kind of defense. I don't think Kenneth Walker or Zach Charbonnet have a good game either. They really haven't had a great season between the 2 of them. And I don't really see that to pick up against this kind of defense. Now we got the 49ers at home against the Cincinnati Bengals. And you know what? I don't know if you want to call it the upset of the week because the Bengals have been a good team in the past, but right now they have not been great. But give me the Bengals. Upset of the week, okay? The Bengals won 2 straight. The Niners have lost 2 straight. And I think that's going to continue. I think the Niners are going to lose again. I think the Bengals are going to win again. The Bengals won 2 in a row, went into their bye week. They got recovered. They figured out a game plan. They understand what they need to do. Jamar Chase is always open, 7-11, and they're just going to keep that rolling. Brock Purdy is going to miss this game with a concussion. So Sam Darnold's coming in, and that was kind of the dagger. When I heard that I was already on the fence between it. When I heard Brock Purdy's out, even though he hasn't played great in those past 2 games, it's still better than Sam Darnold, I think. Give me the Bengals. They're going to bounce back. They're really going to get their groove on, and they're going to go fight for a top seed in the AFC. Okay? The AFC is still wide open. We just need the Chiefs to lose one. And speaking of Chiefs, here they are And this is not the game they're going to lose. Though the Broncos just did pick up a win against the Packers at home, they're not picking up this home win. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce looked way too good last week. And, man, that defense has been very solid as well. Don't discredit that. So the Chiefs are just going to roll. Battle of the Birds in AZ, Ravens, Cardinals. Well, one of those birds is actually good at football. The Ravens are going to win this game. Kyler Murray is a full participant in practice. Still probably not going to play this week. So, Ravens, they were dominant last week. Move on. Bears, Chargers, an exciting Sunday night football game, right, fellas? Right? I think the Chargers are going to get this one. Bears have been a little bit more hot as of late, right? Picked up 2 wins out of the past 3 games. But, come on, man. I just think the Chargers have had they've had a tough schedule so far. You can't deny that. I think it's time to turn around. And they're going to prove that against the Bears. They really need to get it back in the win column and get number 3. And I think the Chargers are going to start putting things together. But I've been saying that all year, so don't take that one to Vegas. Or any of them. Raiders, Lions, Monday Night Football. Both teams took some rough L's last week. Raiders didn't get demolished like the Lions did, but the Raiders lost to the Bears. And the Lions got creamed by Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. I think Dan Campbell understood, hey, this is a loss that our guys needed. He even said it. He's like, hey, man, it's just one of those humbling things, right? When you're dominating your predictions, you're like 58-35, and then you go 2-11. That would suck, right? Yeah, the Lions are going to bounce back. And they are going to win this one. And I'm going to bounce back. And I'm going to win this week. And we're going to be a lot better. Okay? And I'm done. We're moving on. Okay? It's going to be a good week.